Imagine this. It's 1968 and you stroll into a dealership with just a few $1,000 in your wallet. What's waiting for you? A lineup of muscle cars oozing power, attitude, and style. Machines that, by today's standards, feel like absolute steals. Back then, American automakers were locked in a high-stakes battle for supremacy. And the result was nothing short of legendary. In this video, we're jumping headfirst into the fastest muscle cars of that iconic year. How much they cost back then, and what it'll take to park one in your garage today. Trust us, you don't want to miss this legend. The Plymouth GTX may look like a fancier Roadrunner, but it was the upscale heavyweight of Plymouth's B-body line. Under the hood, the standard 440 CI Super Commando V8 churned out a robust 375 horsepower. But for real thrill seekers, Plymouth offered the optional 426 CI Street Hemi V8, rated at a monstrous 425 horsepower and 490 pound-foot of torque. That Hemi, a true hemispherical chamber powerhouse designed for peak performance. Dual 4-barrel carburetors, heavy-duty suspension, and a torque flight auto or 4-speed manual made it a rocket straight out of the showroom. It blasted through the quarter mile in about 13.5 seconds at roughly 105 miles per hour. Plymouth built only around 414 of these rare Hemi GTXs in 1968. Fast forward to today, a well-kept one sells in the mid-5 figures, while Concours grade examples fetch anywhere from $74,000 to $144,000 or more. In 1968, Chevrolet was riding the high of its Supersport SS performance badge, stamping it on everything from Camaros to Novas. That year, the Nova SS boldly joined the party with two savage 396 cubic inch V8s, one churning out 350 horsepower L34, and the other, the legendary L78, a fearsome 375 horsepower beast rated at 5,600 RPM and backed by 415 pound-foot of torque. Landing at number 9 on our list is that L78-equipped Nova SS. When properly ordered from the factory, these cars came loaded for drag duty. A Muncie M21 close-ratio 4-speed manual, stout 4.88 to 1 posi traction rear end, heavy-duty cooling, and even radio and carpet delete to shave weight. These setups could storm through the quarter mile in approximately 13.8 seconds at 104 miles per hour, straight from the showroom. Their rarity made them even more special. Only around 667 L78 Novas were built in 1968, and just 617 of those featured the 421 4-speed. Back then, this adrenaline-pumped rocket cost a bargain, about $3,500. Today, finding one with matching numbers will set you back roughly $110,000, as collectors recognize just how potent and unique these compact muscle icons truly are. Challenging the Plymouth Roadrunner, the 1968 Mercury Cyclone GT, with its freshly minted 428 Cobra Jet V8, roared into the number 8 spot on our list. This car didn't just look fast. Its sleek, fastback profile, GT stripes, and bold badging were born on the racetrack. In fact, Cale Yarborough drove one to victory at the Daytona 500 on February 25, 1968, reaching an average speed of 143.25 miles per hour. Under the hood, the new for 1968 428 Cobra Jet displaced a cavernous 7.0 liter, carried a factory rating of 335 horsepower, and featured ram air induction with a 735 CFM Holley car, a performance bullet for its time. Its combination of performance heads, cam, intake exhaust manifolds, and dual-feed carburetor made it a street monster, albeit thirsty enough to flirt with 8 miles per gallon around town. Paired typically with a 3-speed automatic and stout 4.11 rear gears, the Cyclone GT launched due to highway speeds in about 5.5 to 6.1 seconds to 60 miles per hour, and topped out near 116 miles per hour. The 428 Cobra jet engine package added $287.60 to the Cyclone GT's base price of $3,703, bringing the total MSRP to around $3,991 in 1968. Today, these rare factory-built, racer-inspired cruisers command strong interest from collectors. While average examples trade around $48,000, high-end, well-preserved Cyclone GTs equipped with the Cobra jet can reach $102,000 or more. Claiming the number 7 spot on our list is the rare Pontiac Firebird 400 Ram Air 2. Just 110 units ever built, including 98 manuals and 12 automatics. The Ram Air badge wasn't just marketing flair. It signified an advanced cold air induction system that channeled fresh air through the hood vents directly into the quadrajet carburetor. This breathed life into a stout 400 CI V8 equipped with round port heads, high lift cam, forged pistons, and other internals designed for durability and track performance. Despite a conservative factory rating of 340 horsepower at 5,300 RPM in Firebird spec, the same engine was rated at 366 horsepower in the heavier GTO, a result of GM's internal 10-to-1 weight to horsepower rule. Once freed from its restrictor tab, many enthusiasts reported real-world output approaching that GTO figure. Performance stats were equally impressive. Factory estimates put 0 to 60 times in the low 6-second range, and quarter-mile runs in roughly 13.8 seconds at 104 miles per hour straight from the showroom. Priced at around $3,656 when new, today a numbers-matching original Ram Air 2 Firebird can command as much as $167,000 on the collector market, testament to its rarity, race-inspired engineering, and enduring allure. Think of the Mercury Cougar GTE as the Mustang's more refined upscale cousin, built on the same platform, but stretched with a longer wheelbase and wrapped in sleek, unique bodywork. While it offered luxury and comfort, Mercury had something wild up its sleeve. In April of that year, they introduced a serious performance upgrade, the 428 Cobra Jet V8. This 7-liter engine came with Ram Air induction, performance heads, a hotter camshaft, and a big Holly carburetor. Though officially rated at 335 horsepower, real-world output was closer to 400. When paired with a strong automatic transmission and aggressive rear gears, the GTE could fly through the quarter mile in just 13.7 seconds at 103 miles per hour. What makes this car even more special? Only 37 were ever built with the Cobra jet engine, making it one of the rarest Cougars ever made. Back in 1968, it cost about $4,200. At first glance, the Biscayne looks like your uncle's reliable fleet sedan. No flashy decals or spoilers, just plain doors and basic trims. But don't let the minimalist styling fool you. Under that hood sits the formidable L72 427 cubic inch big block V8, officially packing 425 horsepower and sporting high-flow rectangular port heads, solid lifters, an 11-to-1 compression ratio, and 4-bolt mains. Fewer than 170 Biscaynes were equipped with this powerful combo back in '68. But across full-size Chevrolets that year, only 568 L72s were installed. These street sleepers often rolled off the line with rugged M21 4-speed manuals, posi-traction rear ends, usually 4.10 or 4.88 gears, and basic suspension, meant for work, built for speed. In stock trim, the Biscayne could launch to 60 miles per hour in about 6.3 seconds, and scorched through the quarter in 13.65 seconds at a staggering 108 miles per hour. Imagine that, a full-size cruiser outrunning most muscle cars of the era. Priced at about $3,700 back in 1968, the Biscayne was a budget-friendly option, often sold to police departments or taxi fleets. But today, if you're lucky enough to find one with the original L72 engine, expect to pay around $100 grand. '68 marked a major styling overhaul for the Chevelle, giving it sleek curves, a long hood, and a short rear deck that screamed performance. But the rarest of all was the SS 396 L89. Just 7 built, making it a unicorn among muscle cars. By adding the L89 option, just $900 extra, you upgraded your standard 375 horsepower 396 Ci V8 with aluminum cylinder heads, boosting efficiency and shedding around 75 pounds of engine weight, while keeping the same power. With improved breathing and lighter components, the L89 felt more alive while shaving weight off the front end. Performance was no joke. It blasted through the quarter mile in 13.6 seconds at around 105 miles per hour, rivaling much flashier cars. And it didn't come cheap. A fresh new L89 SS demanded about $4,600 in 1968. Today, these rare icons remain accessible compared to others on our list. Clean L89 Chevelles now trade around $137,000. Relative bargain for a factory-built, aluminum head rarity that combines sculptural elegance with serious muscle. In 1968, Ford packed serious heat into its Mustang lineup by introducing the 428 Ci R-Code Cobra Jet V8, earning the number 3 spot on our list. This 7.0-liter V8 featured ram air induction, larger valve heads, and a race-inspired intake. Officially rated at 335 horsepower at 5,200 RPM and a strong 445 pound-foot of torque at 3,400 RPM. That rating was conservative. Real-world tests showed the engine produced closer to 400 horsepower, thanks to upgraded internals like a nodular iron crankshaft, heavy-duty steel rods, and reinforced cylinder heads. The optional factory drag pack further enhanced suspension and rear axle gearing. With a stout C6 automatic or 4-speed manual and rear gears between 3.50 and 4.30, this Cobra Jet Mustang could cover the quarter mile in approximately 14 seconds, at 101 miles per hour in standard factory trim. However, select 1968 and a half test cars, particularly those configured for drag racing, recorded quarter mile times as quick as 13.6 seconds at 106 miles per hour, on par with dedicated strip machines of the era. Ford priced this high-performance Mustang at around $3,600 in 1968. In total, approximately 1,299 R-Code Cobra Jet Mustangs were produced that year, 1,128 from Dearborn, and 171 from San Jose. Today, an original R-Code Cobra Jet Fastback can sell from $150,000 to $175,000 at auction, depending on condition and originality. Take one glance at the Charger RT with its bold Coke bottle body, fastback roof, and hidden headlights, and you found a bona fide icon. Standard issue was the 440 Ci Magnum V8. But for real performance fans, Dodge offered an optional 426 Ci Hemi V8, factory rated at 425 horsepower. In 1968, only 475 Hemi RT Chargers rolled off the line, making it rare and irresistible. Don't let its beauty fool you. The Charger was fast and fearless. Karn Driver clocked an automatic-equipped Hemi Charger at a blistering 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, and quarter mile in 13.5 seconds at 105 miles per hour, with an estimated top speed of 156 miles per hour. Thanks to its potent torque, lightweight powertrain, and serious suspension posture, this big Dodge could easily embarrass many lighter muscle cars. When new, the Hemi RT Charger stickered for about $4,200. They only asked for your need for speed and a bit of cash. Today, in pristine numbers-matching condition, these coveted Chargers fetch around $230,000 at auctions. (1968) ushered in a bold new era for the Corvette, transitioning from the cleft headlamp C2 to the shark-inspired C3 look, an aggressive blend of aeronautic lines and power. Under its sculpted hood, Chevrolet offered a range of engines, but the crown jewel was the L88 427 CI Big Block, officially rated at 430 horsepower, but widely believed to produce as much as 560 horsepower in reality. Available in just 80 units that year out of 28,566 C3 Corvettes, this was a purpose-built race engine, not meant for daily driving. With aluminum cylinder heads, a massive Holley 850 CFM carb, 12.5 to 1 compression, transistor ignition, and heavy-duty suspension and brakes, it was practically a street-legal racing package. On the track, the L88 Corvette blasted through the quarter mile in roughly 13.6 seconds at 111 miles per hour, rocketing from 0 to 60 in about 6.8 seconds. Despite its racing pedigree and missing choke for cold starts, Chevrolet still allowed its sale to the public, though they strongly discouraged street use. Initially priced at around $6,300 to $6,500, the L88 Corvette is now one of the most prized classics on the market. Today, pristine examples command $330,000 to $600,000, with rare convertibles or lightweight factory racers fetching over $2 million at major auctions. That's our list of the quickest muscle cars from 1968. Which one impressed you the most? For me, the Corvette L88 really stood out. Rare, powerful, and a total bargain. Back then. Drop your favorite in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.